Hello and welcome to the return of Jim's Raw Cooking. Today we will be making my very own student lentil curry. Alright, so it has been quite a few months since my last video, and as you can probably tell, this is not the ideal setup. Alright, so we've lost the camera. We've lost the tripod, we've lost the nice kitchen. Everything's gone downhill. We've had to scale back budget this year. So we're in student accommodation. Alright. So, first of all, we're going to do 2 small onions. Fairly standard stuff. Alright. So this recipe is one that I've survived off since the last video was uploaded, basically. This, pasta and pesto, and toast. Alright. Okay, so we're just going to start with my very blunt knives now, peeling the outside. Apologies for the lack of quality in my video, audio and general production. I will probably try and do a few more here if this doesn't go terribly. And I might try and improve some stuff. Okay. So yeah, this is the reboot. It's going to be bigger, better, and with more tears than ever before. So much emotion. Can't believe that we're coming back to Jim's Raw Cooking after all this time. I'm willing it. It's definitely not just the onions. Alright, so this is a shared kitchen, so if anybody comes in, I will attempt to pause and try not to be awkward. So we don't really care too much about how well we do this, but that's kind of what we're looking for, if you can see that, yep. So, nice, fairly fine slice. This is going in a curry after all. If you wanted to get it smaller than that, it would probably be better, but it depends how much you can be bothered, basically. Or that student cooking is about. How much can you be bothered to do? This dish is fairly low effort, and it should be fairly cheap because it has no meats. No meats. I have been vegetarian in the loosest sense with my meal prep planning and stuff. Mainly because it's cheaper, and now that I have to pay for everything myself, you notice that. So this should be a fairly good amount of food for the amount you pay for. So this usually lasts me maybe 4 or 5 meals with rice. I do 2 variations of this. I have one that's you see standard lentil curry and one that's got chickpeas in. So today I will be doing the chickpeas one, and that doesn't require the rice necessarily. Alright. I'm also doing the terrible carrot version. The carrots are optional, and once you've tried it, you'll probably want to get rid of them, but it's extra vegetables, so here's that. So I'm just going to peel these. I'm going to do 2 here. The reason why they're optional is because the way that it ends up in the method I do is they end up very crunchy. Some will even say raw. And that's because basically I only have 2 pans. And the lentils is for 1, and frying the onions is for the other. There's no space for boiling the carrots. And as you can tell, my peeler has been severely downgraded from what I had at home. but we're going to try our best. Alright, that is getting on now. So yes, it has been quite a few months, and I know a lot of people have asked me to come back, so I have done it. I have returned. I'm sure all, was it 30 subscribers? I've been anticipating this moment for a while. If you do have any other suggestions, then this is the time, because I've spent all this time, this is the only meal I've come up with, pretty much. I've done a couple of other things, but this has been the main thing. It is very tasty, in my humble opinion. So I just cut me off. So yes, any suggestions, preferably on the student side. I have got a book, so I'm probably going to go through that soonish. My student cookbook. So yes, most of these ingredients can be swapped about. The idea is that this recipe is fairly flexible as to what you can get your hands on. It doesn't really matter too much. You could put fried potatoes in it if you want. It doesn't really matter too much. Alright. It's basically whatever you have, just use it. So yes, if this channel does actually make a return, it will probably be definitely more geared towards student cooking, and it will be when I've got the time, which it seems to be few and far between. Okay, so that's all the prep that we need to do, I think, apart from open the cans. So we've got 2 carrots, 2 onions, a load of green lentils, chickpeas, and tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, plum tomatoes, whatever you put, whatever's cheapest, and some oil and some spices. Okay, I am now going to move you over to the hob, but I'm going to first pause it again. Okay, be back in a minute. Alright, so now we're going to get everything sorted on the hob. Okay, so first of all, we have about 80 grams of lentils ish. That's going to go in the small one. And I've just boiled the kettle, so I'm going to turn this on to a reasonable heat and pour some hot water in it. I'm not saying this is the be-all and end-all? Yeah, be-all and end-all way of doing lentils, but this is how I do it, and it turns out okay. I'm probably doing it terribly wrong, but it's one way to do it. Okay, so that's going to have the lid on it like that. Just to give you an idea of how much water I put in, it's about that much. Okay, so yes, electric hobs now. We're in the new age now. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start with the big pan. I'm going to turn on the heat. That's that one. This is going to be a reasonably high heat because we're going to be sauteing our onions and our carrots. Okay, so fair amount of oil. And we're going to wait for that to heat up for a second, and then we're going to put in our onions, do those for a few minutes, and then do our carrots. Okay, so I'll pop back when that's heated up a little bit. Alright, so that's getting up to temperature, so I'm going to turn the lentils down a little bit, and the oil's there. So also, what I forgot earlier was 2 cloves of garlic, so that's going in with our onions, and we're going to pop that into the big saucepan now with our maybe a tablespoon of oil. Basically, we're going to saute that for about 3 to 5 minutes, maybe. depending on how patient you are. And yeah, I'll get back to you after that's done. Alright, so it's been a few minutes. I'm attempting to not drop my phone in the lentils. That's what it's looking like now through my terrible phone camera. Yes, they're starting to go a little bit golden and stuff, so it's about time to chuck in the carrots. Alright, so basically we're going to try and do this for as long as possible, basically, until the onions start to burn, because no matter how long I seem to try and do it, the carrots always seem to turn out fairly raw. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is maybe 5-10 minutes and then with the carrots, and then probably start adding our spices and other ingredients. Alright, be back in a minute. Alright, so it's been maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Hasn't taken very long. And the onions are starting to go very golden brown, so I don't want to leave them too much longer before they start to catch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding the spices. But first of all, I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit on that one. So we're very lightly simmering away there. So I'll turn that down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with hot chili powder. And I'm going to do maybe 1 heaped teaspoon like that. Stir that round. You can add more or less depending on how much spice you want. I'm going to start with this and I might add some later depending on how it turns out. Okay, so that's our hot chili powder. I'm then going to probably add maybe half a teaspoon of paprika. This is non-smoked paprika. I don't find this will make too much difference, so feel free to leave it out if you don't like paprika. Alright. Okay, so you see what we're starting to get at now. It's that kind of it's nice and spiced. Okay, the next one we're going to add, which is probably the most important one, is garam masala. That's where we're going to get most of our taste from. So I'm going to do a very heaped teaspoon of that. I find it works very well with the lentils and stuff like that. So we're starting to get a lot of the liquid soaked up now, which is fair enough because when we add our chopped tomatoes, lentils and stuff, all the water's going to come back in. So that's that. What we're also going to do is add in salt and pepper at this point because I don't find it does any harm. Quite a lot of pepper. Over greasing that. See how that goes, and then maybe that much salt. This should add a decent amount of flavour, considering we've only got 3 main ingredients in there. So we've got the garlic, 2 cloves, which I didn't cut on camera, onion and carrots. So that should be pretty tasty for what they are, which is going to make up for the fact that this is vegetarian instead of meaty. So that's why we use all the spices. And I feel it works quite well. Okay, so our lentils are now kind of getting there. You see the shells are starting to come off now. I'm not sure how close they are. So basically what I do with lentils is I scoop up maybe 8 or so, and then basically just run them under cold water. Maybe not even 10. Until they just cool enough to eat. And then I taste them. And if they're soft enough, which these aren't quite yet, then you'll know. The shells should come off pretty easily once you've got them to the right level. We are going to pour in our chopped tomatoes there. I lied, these aren't chopped tomatoes, so what we're going to do is we're going to get online and we're going to chop the tomatoes with a sheet. I'm sure you can see that. Chop them in the can. Vaguely. Just stabbing them. a little bit. We're going to do this in the pan as well. So, vaguely chopped up tomatoes. Try not to get the parts of the can in there. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and break up those big tomatoes with a spoon, because that's how it is. If you get pre-chopped tomatoes, then that works a lot better, I find, but these are cheaper, so if you can deal with breaking them up yourself, then that's a penny saved. Well, more than a penny. It's like, what, 20p off maybe? If you don't get them pre-chopped, which for me is a bargain. Every penny counts. I know I'm not sponsored by Tesco. Alright. Oh, that's every little counts, isn't it? Okay, so I will now give you a view as to what that looks like. Okay, so it's starting to look more like a curry now. We've got our carrots, tomatoes, onions in there now. It's starting to come to shape. Okay. Yep. So, let me just check the lentils again. Okay. Yep. So they're starting to get there now. Okay. Give it a few more minutes. What we're going to do next though is we're going to drain our chickpeas. Alright. So I'll come back to you after I've done that. So we're coming to the end now. So I've got my chickpeas all drained from the can. So I'm going to chuck those in there. Looks like quite a lot, but it's protein, so it's good for you. Again, these are optional. I either usually have either chickpeas or rice. I don't usually have both, unless I'm really trying to stretch it out. But for now, this should be alright. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lentils and yeah, that's pretty good. I can drain them. Wow. Vaguely on camera. Look. And you can see all the mess that I've put on that side of the kitchen. So it wasn't on camera. Oh no, great mistake. Alright, so just drain the lentils. You can probably use a sieve if you've got one, but I don't. So yeah, we've got all our lentils there. A big bean shot. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so turn off the heat. Try not to melt the charging cable. Okay. Okay, yeah. So put a bit of that. Okay, so we're just going to chuck all those in there. Alright, and basically because the chickpeas only really need warming up and the lentils are already there, already cooked, that should be pretty much it. Okay, so this is probably on the less saucy side of the lentil curries I've made, but it should be right. You can always add another can of tomatoes if you want, but I'll give it a shot. It's yeah, I think I am going to add another can of tomatoes. I'll be back in it. Alright, so here's one fully plated up plate of lentil curry. And one thing I did forget while I was over there is the mixed herbs. You can't forget the mixed herbs. They add a lot, maybe like a teaspoon and a half to the whole thing. It's very important. Alright, so let's give it a taste, shall we? Oh, love me some lentil curry. Alright, the carrots turned out a lot better than I expected this time. They weren't too hard. Usually they end up very crunchy and stuff, but this time was right. Yeah, so this is the first episode of the return of Jim's Raw Cooking, and we made a fairly spicy lentil curry, student style. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know. Bye!